What is up, YouTube? Super Wrestling News back here again with a new video, and today we are going to be doing a video about the results of the 2017 WWE Superstar Shakeup, which is apparently the new draft, basically. Instead of doing it the old school way where it was like, this superstar gets drafted here, this superstar gets drafted there for various reasons or through a lottery or whatever. Now it's just, off screen, off camera, somehow these guys are getting moved from one show to the other. So the first superstar announced as part of this Superstar Shakeup on Monday Night Raw, I believe he was actually announced on WWE.com before the show, was Apollo Crews. I have no real opinion on that. Apollo Crews hasn't been doing much lately, but maybe it'll be something new for him. It can revamp him a little bit on Raw. But then at the beginning of Raw, we saw quote-unquote John Cena and Nikki Bella come out to the ring and announce that they were rejected by Hollywood, and so they are returning to Raw to try to revitalize their WWE careers. Of course, it was actually The Miz and Maurice dressed as John Cena and Nikki Bella, which is pretty silly, but Dean Ambrose came out, Intercontinental Champion, now a part of Raw. He thinks that it's John Cena and Nikki Bella, and he's making fun of The Miz, and then Miz is like, oh no, it's me, Dean. And Dean attacks him, of course. And so then later in the night, they announced Kalisto and Curt Hawkins. Curt Hawkins ended up having a match. He lost to Finn Balor, and they announced at the end of Finn Balor's match, Bray Wyatt appeared on the screen. And so Bray is still going to be challenging Randy Orton for the WWE title on SmackDown, but presumably he's probably not going to win and bring the title to Raw, I would not think. Even though it would be kind of cool, because then we'll actually have a world champion who's going to be around from one show to the next. And then later they had a segment where Alexa Bliss came out and interrupted Bayley and announced that she was going to be coming to Raw, and then she was interrupted then by Mickie James, and then Nia Jax came out and just flattened everyone. So I think from the first night, my first thought was Raw is definitely winning here, and SmackDown is getting the short end of the stick. Although there was a couple pretty random ones that didn't really matter, like Apollo Crews and Kalisto and Heath Slater and Rhino. But they have the Intercontinental Champion now. But then it turned around when SmackDown came on. On SmackDown, they announced at the beginning of the show that Kevin Owens is joining the SmackDown roster. But they also noted that no matter who wins on or at Payback, the United States Championship will be defended on SmackDown. So I'm assuming that means Kevin Owens is officially on there no matter what. And if Chris Jericho wins at Payback, Chris Jericho will then be part of the SmackDown roster. Then they later announced the New Day. They announced Rusev and Lana, the Shining Stars, Sin Cara. And they also had an announcement basically through kind of a WrestleMania rivalry, I guess, because they showed the clips from WrestleMania of Rob Gronkowski helping Mojo Rawley eliminate Jinder Mahal and win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And then Mojo came out for a match, and Jinder Mahal came out. So now Jinder Mahal is on SmackDown. Didn't really matter, but I like how they kind of tied it into WrestleMania and gave a reason for why he was coming out. And then they had a part of the show where Shane McMahon was going to address the status of the SmackDown Live women's roster. And he came out and said, the newest member of the SmackDown Live women's roster is going to be a second-generation superstar whose father is a WWE Hall of Famer and blah, blah, blah. And then he announces it was Tamina Snuka. And he's like, did you guys think I was talking about someone else? Well, that's funny, because maybe I was talking about someone else, and Charlotte Flair. And so the final tally at the end of the day, and also I might add that Kevin Owens, when he came out, he also came out, and Sami Zayn came out, AJ Styles came out, and Baron Corbin came out, and they announced a triple threat to determine the number one contender for the US title, and AJ Styles won. So that was another thing that happened on SmackDown. But the final tally for the Superstar Shakeup, as announced by WWE, was The Miz and Maurice, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, Apollo Crews, Kalisto, Heath Slater and Rhino, and Kurt Hawkins to Monday Night Raw. And then to SmackDown Live is Kevin Owens, Charlotte Flair, The New Day, Rusev, Lana, Sami Zayn, The Shining Stars, Sin Cara, Jinder Mahal, and Tamina Snuka. So I actually kind of take back what I said about Raw winning kind of inevitably, because I think they actually did kind of have a fair shakeup. You know, they kind of balanced out all the swapping over they did, I guess you could say. And so it's nice to see some of this stuff. You know, Charlotte can definitely bring something new to the SmackDown Live women's roster, as Alexa Bliss and Mickie James can bring something new to the Raw women's roster. And then the New Day is definitely a couple of guys that are needed for the SmackDown Live tag division, because that tag division is pretty shot at this point. And the Shining Stars could add something nice too, because they could do something with them. They just haven't. They've done a terrible job with those two. But let me know what you guys think about the final kind of tally of the Superstar Shakeup, and about who's going to what show. Which show do you think got the better end? I'd still probably say that Raw won, but I'm kind of going back and forth, because they surprisingly did a much better job than I expected, and they actually did kind of even out what they were doing, because I thought for sure that Raw had this one, and of course, with the way WWE always is, Raw's got to be the top dog, and they can't ever give SmackDown any credit. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to drop some likes on this video, of course, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and hopefully I can kind of bring this channel back, because I know this channel's very much been neglected by me, and so I hope you guys are happy with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to hear what you guys think about this Superstar Shakeup. Do you think this is a good replacement for the draft every year? I think it definitely could be. It's a little bit more exciting to just see the randomness. You don't know what's gonna happen. It's not, oh, this guy won a match for SmackDown, so SmackDown wins a pick, or this guy from Raw wins, so Raw gets a pick. You know, it's very much more randomized. It's not people are winning stuff for a show. It's just the announcement of what's going on. It's like almost like a backstage thing where they're not actively showing the results or like the contract negotiations or whatever. It's just changing things up, and it's pretty fun, I think. I think this could definitely take over for the draft. I don't know about the placement of the time of year. I would almost rather see them do it the way they used to, where they would do it a couple months after WrestleMania, after things from the WrestleMania feuds have settled down. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. It'll be interesting to hear your guys' opinions as well. And let me know what you guys think about the Superstar Shakeup. Do you think they should continue this? Do you think they should go back to the draft? Do you like the name? All that kind of stuff. And don't forget to leave those comments. Smack that like button. We need to get some likes on this video. And I will see you guys next time.